Looks like drowning. Strange. No visible signs of trauma. Breathing seems normal. Heart rate should be fast, I think.
You're awake.
Let me see. Thank goodness you're awake, or I'll have to try my last-ditch move. Emergency skills for junior patrollers. Lesson 1, CPR. Never did it on any living person, though.
Chisia.
Sorry. You just woke up, and here I am, chatting up a storm.
Are you all right? Do you feel any discomfort?
You can call me Trisha, and she's Yang Yang.
We are in the Gorge of Spirits. It's on the outskirts of Jinzhou, Huanglong. Your attire doesn't seem local. Are you a roving traveler from afar, or someone returning home? So, you don't know why you're here, where you're from, or who you are.
Baisha didn't tell us you'd have these after effects when you wake up.
The wind has brought us a warning. The Etheric Sea is converging. It seems a new tacit field is taking shape.
That means it's probably gonna get dangerous here soon. I knew it. Our gourds are out of service because of the Etheric Sea's influence. We can't send or receive messages for help now. We better hurry over to meet up with Baizhi at our gathering spot and get out of here. Guess you really can't recall a thing, but don't worry. If you got any questions, we can talk as we move. Yang Yang and I will give you the full scoop, every little detail from the get-go.
Rover, can we call you that for now? Before you remember your true name? We shouldn't stay here. If you don't have other plans, how about leaving with us for now? The terrains are complicated here, and we usually take that one route. If you don't mind, perhaps we can leave together for now. You can decide your future plans once we leave here.
Yeah, let's get going. Rover, I know you can't remember a thing. There's one thing I'm 90%, no, 100% sure about you. You must be a resonator too.
You've got a tacit mark on the back of your hand, and you have a gourd. This is proof you're a resonator. Your gourd's design looks a bit different from the ones we use, though.
Also, we have resonators who can detect the formation of tacit fields nearby. It may seem all nice and quiet here now, but you never know when a tacit discord might pop up out of nowhere. Oh my! Speak of the devil!
How'd I say when you...
So you still remember how to fight despite having forgotten everything? Wow.
What's wrong? Are you injured from the fight? You saw our sentinel in your memories? Yes, the one we built this statue for. The Oracle Engine Sentinel in Zhenzhou. There is one capital and 6 cities in Huanglong, with each city having its own sentinel. While they share some similarities in appearance, there are also differences. The sentinel in Zhenzhou is known as Jue, manifesting in the form of a long, like the statue you just saw. You were standing face to face with our sentinel? One can hardly see our sentinel with their own eyes. Most people only get the chance during the appointment ceremonies. According to your description, you stood pretty close. Only the sentinel's appointed resonator is allowed in its proximity. For now, that person is the magistrate of Zhenzhou.
Whoa, darn! That must be an elite class!
Chisia might be in danger. Rover, please.
Предоставь это мне. Удар из теней. И пробил час.
Rover, watch out!
Позволь быть твоим клинком. Позволь быть твоим клинком.
Быстро и решительно. Момент резонанса. Отголоски прошлого.
That was close. You fought so well. See? There's a resonance beacon over there. When you see a beacon, be sure to register and activate it. It's usually safe. Of a beacon. It can protect you from danger sometimes.
We are almost at the gorge's entrance. There will be...
Once you're out of the gorge, there's only a short walk to reach Jinzhou. Jinzhou is the safest place around here. The Resonance Nexus... Maybe it's not as big as some other cities, but Jinzhou is always the best place in my heart.
Jinzhou sits between the Desert Highland and the Norfolk Barrens. It's a border city and a fortress. It's very crucial to the safety of Huanglong.
Huh? We've agreed to meet up with Bai Zhe here. Where is she?
This is the center of the Etheric Sea.
A tacit field? When did it show up? It wasn't here when we just got here.
But I didn't sense a hint of a tacit field's presence.
So it appeared while we weren't looking? Like in the blink of an eye? Or maybe the Etheric Sea can tell where we are. Could it be followed?
The center of the tacit field.
Isn't that Baija? Baija! Baija!
We're too far away. Perhaps she can't hear us.
We agreed to meet up around here, and she said she was off to collect some samples. Gosh, did she really go straight into the heart of a tacit field for that?
Baija wouldn't take such risks without careful consideration. The faster a tacit field forms, the longer its dormant period lasts. For now, this tacit field should be safe. Right. The glider can't carry us beyond the tacit field's range. Besides, Baija is there. We'll have to go down and see what is going on. Now it's time to use the glider module. Rover, let me help you activate it.
Yeah, we're in a dormant tacit field, right? Why did you come here by yourself? Baija, you know we... Huh?
You are all right, it seems.
Yeah, he was super energetic. Handled a super big TD. Way more spirited than me.
I've been keeping an eye on his condition through the street. It isn't. Baija is just concerned about your condition. She must think we shouldn't be letting you move around that much. Are you all right?
Worry has clouded your judgment, Yang Yang. His vitals are stable with normal-sized pupils and a steady breathing rhythm. This isn't the place for talking. Let's go.
Рассеивание.
Позволь быть твоим клинком. Пусть ветры взвоют. Ускоряюсь.
Я чувствую.
Rover is with me, and that strange tacit discord is here too.
It's the tacit discord's ability. Hey! Be careful.
И пробил час.
Позволь быть твоим клинком. Формируй бесформенным.
Быстро и решительно. Удар из теней.
Серенада!
Позволь быть твоим клинком.
Быстро и решительно. Момент резонанса.
Позволь быть твоим клинком.
Быстро и решительно. Без колебаний.
Yang! Rover! Are you alright? Are you hurt? Oh, thank goodness. We could see that darn barrier, but couldn't lay a finger on it.
I'm fine too. I've never seen such a formidable tacit discord before, but Rover was able to completely defeat it.
Rover, what was that last move called? That looked as cool as Fiamma's killer move.
That's strange. This place is...
Anyway, come check this out.
Oh, this is an echo.
Wow, an echo of the elite class. Someone got lucky today.
My apologies. We got a little carried away. Does reverberation or echo ring a bell to you, Rover? Everything in our world is made up of frequencies, and every sound generates a reverberation. Those echoes are the lingering reverberations of tacit discords after they disintegrate. We can absorb them into the databanks in our Pangu terminals.
Oh, by Pangu terminal, she means the gourd-shaped device every resonator has, developed by researchers in Huanglong. But you see, it's not always we get to find these. Also, there's a limit to what your gourd can absorb.
Absorption is only possible when your databank's level is equal to or higher than the tacit discord's level. The terminal can then convert its reverberation into an echo for use in battle. My terminal issued a warning when it detected that tacit discord earlier. It should at least be an Overlord class. Rover, would you mind checking your databank level?
No need for that. Rover, why don't you just try absorbing it with your terminal? Oh, so it doesn't work. No worries. You can start with smaller ones before tackling this guy here. There should be some sweet baby rose shrooms around here. Let's go check those out, shall we?
We'll need to report the unusual phenomena here to the City Hall and the Academy. Let's make our exit.
Hungry. I'm starving. What kind of power is that? Rover, you've been playing the fool all along? I've never seen a resonance ability quite like this. You got any other tricks up your sleeve? Like eating a whole tacit discord? Grilling echoes alive? I heard some folks tried to cook gull puffs, and they even made it a... Speaking of which, Gulpuff's a type of tacit dis- I'm even more curious now. Anyway, spicy food is always the-
Rover, are you feeling all right? And could it be the side effect of fighting that tacit discord? Baiju, can we take Rover to do a check? Baiju?
Absorbing echoes with the human body is not entirely unprecedented.
With the human body. I remember Comprehensive Mirror for Historians mentioned this in the Huanglong section's opening. A celestial being descended, commanding the Tiangun's boundless power. Assuming mortal form, they condensed the primordial essence, creating Pangu. Cleaving heaven and earth apart, they aligned the celestial and terrestrial. Their radiance encompassed the four corners. Thus began the illustrious annals of Huanglong. That's where the names Pangu Terminal and Tiangun Databank come from.
Whether it's true or not, that story happened a long time ago, when Jinzhou didn't even exist. Could it be that Rover's like the great-great-great-great-great-granddaddy of us all?
Let's not jump to conclusions without enough data and proper analysis. Rover.
Wait! The signal's back!
This is a holographic message to all of Jinzhou from the City Hall.
My fellow soldiers and citizens, I apologize for any inconvenience caused. I am Jin Shi, the Magistrate of Jinzhou. As the Moon Chasing Festival approaches, our city welcomes visitors from around the world. The festivities are highly anticipated by our people, and I too share in this joyful sentiment. Jingzhou has always been a crucial defense against the tacit discord outbreaks, safeguarding Huanglong. We have a heavy responsibility on our shoulders with no room for retreat or failure. It is the dedication of our warriors, along with the diligence of our citizens, that has allowed us to thrive in peace and prosperity. Despite the challenges of tacit discords, we remain steadfast and hospitable to visitors, upholding our enduring traditions. With that in mind, I have a favor to ask. Among our many visitors, there is one visitor that holds utmost importance to me, the city of Jinzhou, and the entirety of Huanglong. We have awaited your arrival for a long time. Given the circumstances, you may be feeling bewildered at this time. You should have noticed some strange happenings related to you. If you plan to stay in Jinzhou for some time, I would be more than delighted to personally meet you in the City Hall of Jinzhou. While I cannot guarantee to provide all the answers you need, I will do my best to assist you and provide necessary permissions, if applicable. This is only my personal request. You can decide your course of action in any way you see fit. Therefore, I request the people and soldiers of Jinzhou to assist this esteemed visitor when the opportunity arises.
Why do I get this feeling?
This person our magistrate was talking about?
His Rover. Now you're talking a little like Baiju, Rover.
Hey, that ain't the point, okay?
What are your plans now, Rover? I remember you had a flashback of yourself looking into its eyes when you saw the statue of our sentinel. We can't confirm its authenticity, but based on the magistrate's message, it seems Chenzhou has a lot to do with your past. Whether you were the visitor our magistrate mentioned or not, you are surely important to Chenzhou, and you will be our important...
Friend! We've already entrusted our lives to each other. I've never seen so many TDs packed together. And that elite one was so scary. Well, you did get rid of most of them. Anyway, once we're back in Jinzhou, I'll treat you that famous specialty from Panhua's restaurant.
It would be best for your well-being to have a thorough physical examination once we arrive in Jin. While there don't seem to be any immediate side effects following the absorption of that echo, we cannot rule out the possibility of other latent risks. Given our lack of data on you and your unusual physical signs, I suggest absorbing another reverberate.
I'm gonna get you one you can absorb. I never go back on my promise. Your hero Chisha's on the hunt. Assault!
Can you reenact what you did before?
Maybe you can only absorb the power, or does it have to be a certain type of... Or maybe we should give your terminal a whirl. Yay! It worked!
Я буду рядом со всеми, пока мы движемся к нашему будущему, оставляя прошлое позади.
I've never... Your terminal's got a different look, but the functions are pretty much the same.
Предоставь это мне. Звуки одно целое со звуками.
Пусть ветры взвоют!
Быстро и решительно, без колебаний. Момент резонанса. Одно целое со звуками. Быстро и решительно.
Шторм! Услышь мой приказ! Ускоряюсь. Достигнем дальних мест вместе. Берегись. Прошу.
Быстро и решительно. Я чувствую одно целое со звуками. Настал конец. Одно целое со звуками.
Позволь быть твоим клинком. Прошу.
Быстро и решительно.
Буря!
Одно целое со звуками. Предоставь это мне. Одно целое со звуками.
Формируй бесформенный. Прошу.
И пробил час. Ветер направит меня.
Look! Jinzhou City's just up ahead.
Rover? There you are. My dearest. Seed of fate.
Alrighty, what should we do next? Shall we go grab a bite?
I am to return to the anomalies of the gorges of spirits, the resurgence of that tacit field, and the many wave-worn phenomena occurrences. I should report them in time.
Then I'll go submit our report and prepare the documentation needed for...
Then I guess I'll take Rover over to the Nexus Tower for registration first. Being new to Jinzhou and all, he can't be left standing outside the city hall with nothing to do. Hospitality is our local specialty, you know.
Then I'll leave you in Shizia's care, Rover. Is that all right with you? I'll give you a call once the paperwork is done.
Leave it to me.
I'll send the branch of Resin Medical Science a notice. We need to conduct a thorough physical examination on you to make sure you come visit the Academy after your audience if you have no other plans.
You guys done yet? What's the holdup? Let's move! Then I'll have more time to show Rover around. We've got loads of fun in Jinzhou. We can go watch lion dances, hero...
Чися, слуга справедливости, к вашим услугам. Это вам нужен был герой?
here we are. Jinzhou's neck. Exactly. Let me see. Think of it as Jinzhou's large. Long story short, it's a navigator. It defends the smaller ones we ran into earlier, are resonance beacons. Data is shared between all beacons. You just place your terminal here.
I have the arrangements in place. Rover, Chisia, do you mind bringing...
Отголоски прошлого.
What do you mean I'm not the VIP the magistrate's expecting? Go see for yourself. Everyone's been talking about it. Every guess is important to Jinzhou. They didn't tell me I'm not. Why can't you let me talk to the magistrate?
How far did you get? Did you manage to see the magistrate? I got to see Lady Sanhua. She even looked back at me. And I even got Lady Sanhua's verbal assurance that I wasn't the guest the magistrate was waiting for. But who cares anyway?
Перерывы на отдых время от времени позволяют прийти к более сильному резонансу.
Ew. First,
I was surprised too. I've never seen so many. Most of the people here have applied. There is a small chance she's not in this, or rather, it's with her busy schedule. It's already difficult to find any time off, unless she's engaged on a business trip.
yep. There's gotta be something big if... So this is the truth. I agree, though. So far, you've been ticking all the... Sure, it...
Have you thought of something, Rover? You mean... I can't really keep up with your thoughts, but I think a meeting...
Same here. Anywhere a magistrate's the best lead we have.
What do you think, Rover? Are you in a hurry to recover? In that case, how about meeting with the magistrate first? We're not allowed to go with you. Chisia and I will be waiting.
That's right. We're not going anywhere. Just give us a shout if anything goes down. Wait, no, we won't be able...
Please, follow me. Kindly have a seat. Lady Sanhua will be with you shortly.
Pleased to make your acquaintance. I apologize for the delay. My name is Sanhua, the bodyguard of Madam Magistrate. I regret to inform you that Madam Magistrate is currently away. Prior to her departure, she instructed me to bring you these tokens and a welcome gift. Madam Magistrate advised you to explore what these tokens represent during her absence. This may help you acquire the information you desire sooner. I apologize for the inconvenience, but please rest assured she will be here to meet you in 3 days' time. Sorry, I cannot disclose her whereabouts at this time. Please trust me that she is eagerly looking forward to meeting you in person. Pardon my inability to provide a better answer. Madam Magistrate has a task that she must handle alone, but she has never for one moment forgotten about her meeting with you. Not knowing exactly when you'd arrive, she had to leave without having the chance to welcome you in person. Because she will require at least 3 days to complete, Madam Magistrate wanted to assure you that in 3 days, by any means, she will return to meet you in person. I'll be sure to convey your kindness to Madam Magistrate. Please accept my sincerest gratitude. Yes, Madam Magistrate does hope to have your assistance, but there is no rush for a decision. She does not want to pressure you into anything you may not desire. We invite you to learn about our situation before making a final commitment. When it comes to these tokens, it is never her intention to confuse you with the puzzles. Instead, they should serve as clues that lead you toward the truth. Madam Magistrate deeply regrets not having the time to deliver her messages to you in person. We value your presence far more than you might imagine. The same goes for any and all information about you. Since Madam Magistrate is currently away, I cannot make the final confirmation on her behalf. But you are truly exceptional. Regarding that, my eyes can see the frequencies of all living beings. Or rather, those frequencies are the only thing I can see. You share the same frequency with Madam Magistrate. Apologies, my description was not accurate. Both you and Madam Magistrate look undistorted to me. In my eyes, you appear the way you are. They all look different. May I have your terminal for a moment? Yes, it's the gourd on your waist. The device Madam Magistrate thought you might need it. The utility module on your terminal has been upgraded to the latest iteration. Now, all the utility, you are now granted unlimited access to all regions in Jinzhou. I have sent your terminal ID to every border pass and residence beacon. You are free to visit any part of Jinzhou. Yes, including the City Hall. Also, may I ask, have you decided? If not, Madam Magistrate has arranged accommodation for you in advance. I will lead you to your room if you need. Understood. We will be ready to accommodate you anytime. Anything I can help you with, Rover? With pleasure. What do you wish to know about the tokens? I suggest looking into where examine their locations of origin and explore the sites or past events they represent. With pleasure. What do you... Anything I can help you with, Rover? Of course. Please feel free. I'm afraid not. I have never... If I had, I would never forget you. Anything I can help you with, Rover?
Rover! It took you so long. What gives? Was our magistrate So Madam Magistrate's not in the City Hall. It sure is.
Shizia. The increasing tacit fields, uncannily powerful tacit discords, and
Plus, the mysterious Rover.
I'm afraid.
Aren't you the practical type? I'd love me some chili sauce tofu, Jinzhou Mao Chai. Spicy!
Do you have any plans, Rover? Rover, do you mind if we have a look at...
So? What's so special about them?
This is... Magazines are not native to Jinzhou. They're not always available for purchase, though. The frequent tacit discord outbreaks can The
color of this leaf seems a bit odd. Can't tell what tree it is.
I think... Never mind. Sorry. It seems like on this sundial, time and its inner ring shows the forest generally. The teal long represents the east. It seems the sundial is supposed to show both...
Ugh, that requires a candy? Oh, bet I haven't seen anything like this in a while.
It reminds me of my childhood. I was really scared of getting... But... what is... So Chixia and I share similar childhood...
When it comes to candies, no one knows them better than...
I don't have candy like that. But I've got this. It's really good. Madam Magistrate said we should be nice to every guest.
There's still some distance to the...
I just...
See? Just open the utilities, select the grapple, and there you go. If you want to be a hero like the Jinjo Speedster, you've got to master the grapple. Come on, give it a shot, Rover. Oh, wait a sec. Someone's... Yeah? What? Duty calls. Sorry, If you need me, just shout my name. And the Jinjo... Stop! Stop! Anyway, I gotta go. You guys okay?
Sure. Go do Rover. Let... Audrey hasn't replied to my message. She's probably busy in her lab. Over there must be Mr. Mortifi from the Department of Safety. Baija once mentioned him before. He might be able to help us. Anyway, let's try...
What? You need something?
Mr. Mortifi, please pardon our...
I see. I hope I didn't cause any offense earlier.
Not at all. It was us who bothered you.
Baija should be in the data analysis room. I'll go tell her you're here.
Thank you, sir. This is Mortifi, a renowned figure in the Department of Safety. He was born in the new Federation, and he joined the Huashu Academy a few years ago. I heard his talent is truly impressive. People say he's a bit scary at first glance, but he's actually quite kind-hearted once you get to know him.
Here you are. The data we collected in the Gorges of Spirits has been submitted for analysis, and we'll have the results today. I have the equipment for your physical examinations ready too. Any discoveries during your trip to the City Hall?
What do you think, Baija?
I have a hypothesis about the sugar pearl, but I need to verify it first. If possible, I recommend conducting non-destructive tests of all data is always... The first 3 tokens can be tested at my branch's laboratory. This miniature sundial will require radiographic testing, though. Yes, Mortifi is the branch of Tacitite weaponry's head. With it, one moment, please.
Give me the items to be tested. Anything else you need me to know, you can let me know now. You may retrieve your items in 20...
It will take some time before the results are ready. If you have other matters to take care of, you should go ahead.
Shall we wait here at the Academy?
Sure you can. But don't forget your physical examination. I'll see you in a while. I have the equipment ready. I'll need to check your health status and see if there are any Now let's begin, if you're ready. Do you have any questions before we begin? Apart from the ancient legend Yang Yang mentioned earlier, but if we look at it another way, we might finally be able... Now let's begin, if you're ready. Can you try to manifest the Crownless's frequency without using your terminal? I am not seeing the Crownless's data in your terminal. The Crownless's frequency energy was consumed by your body, leaving no... But how did you manage to do that? It's as though there's another mechanism within your body capable of absorbing frequency energy. I can't say without sufficient data. To put it simply, It seems there is another dimension or a creature hiding inside your body. I use that as a metaphor to express my speculation. If such a thing existed within you, there are so many mysteries about you worth exploring. It seems we need a simulated combat to figure out what happened in your body. Please hold your terminal tight and stay still. This is the Academy's simulated training ground. Don't worry, Yang Yang and I will assist you. Please fight the simulated tacit discords like you normally would.
Синхронизация.
Явись передо мной. Будь начеку. Спокойствие.
Быстро и решительно. Удар из теней.
Синхронизация.
As Yotan had previously detected, your bodily functions are in good condition, and you seem entirely unaffected by the Crownless's energy. Now, we will temporarily boost your resonance ability for further testing.
Позволь быть твоим клинком. Синхронизация. Формируй бесформенным. Серенада.
Предоставь это мне. Допустим урон.
Not the slightest fluctuation in your frequency energy. So it was not your resonance ability either. I suppose we'll do another round to fully test your potential.
Не волнуйся.
Быстро и решительно. Момент резонанса. Без колебаний. Одно целое со звуками. Предоставь это мне.
We have gathered all the data we need. The test is ending soon. Rover, you can find the exit straight up ahead.
Rover, can you hear me? Hello?
The comm line is dead. Something's wrong. Gotta be cautious. Now, where is the exit? Huh. I'm back to the same spot again. And this... moon. What is happening? Are those tacit discords?
Rover! Rover! Thank goodness! You're awake, Baiji. What happened just now? The connection was suddenly cut off.
Rover, do you still remember what you saw? Can you give us some more details? A giant tacit discord with a scythe. It doesn't sound like this is the first time we've run into anything like this since we put the training ground in. The sonorosphere captures everything that once happened in a specific time and place. We built this simulated training ground after the structure of sonorosphere. Our goal was to extract pure remnant energy with the simulated sonorosphere. Your arrival may have revived the abnormal frequencies we remnant energy sometimes gives rise to memory manifestation. I suspect it could have something to do with such anomalies could have been hiding in the simulation. I'm afraid I can't give you. I'll also check the simulated in terms of bodily but if you feel anything unusual.
Я Байджи, исследователь в Академии Хуэсю. Говорить гораст каждый. Покажи, что можешь.
Here's your sundial. Intact.
Mr. Mortefi, can we have the test?
Simply put, it's hollow. Here, try tap. It's not just a timekeeping tool. This sundial is hollow with an inner compartment. We scanned it. However, we should be able to spin the wheels on the sundial once the right I have some basic knowledge. It wouldn't have taken me this long if we were dealing with tacitite weapons. Install the missing part, then rotate the wheels to their correct positions, and you However, I still have no idea what the missing component should look like. No need to ask him. I can help you with this. I just need some time to think it over. One moment. I have an What is it? You certainly are. It's indeed beautiful data. Good take.
Rover, Mr. Mortefi's expression seems to have softened, don't you think? We haven't even asked him to help us with assembling. It looks like Mr. Mortefi needs more time. Rover, let's come back later.
Yes, of course. I've already... Indeed. You just pointed out a blind spot in my thinking. Your workshop? Stop sweet-talking me. Sorry for keeping you waiting. It's a mortise and tenon-based puzzle box. Considering its entire structure, this component... I'll drop a design for you. The parts...
I mentally prepared myself for the worst, though it is a bit... Rover... This should be it. Let's go back and show... Mr. Mortefi, we found the parts.
Good. Bring it to me.
The test results are in. The mangosteen is just an ordinary fruit. It's suitable for regular consumption. We found nothing unusual about it. From the purple leaf you presented, I detected subtle fluctuations in tacit discord's frequency from two distinct sources, but they were overlapping and difficult to distinguish. This is a rare... The scattered nature of these fluctuations rules out the possibility of them being left behind through contact. This is not an ordinary leaf, but it doesn't seem to be a tacit discord either. Based on the data we gathered, I believe it was sampled from an area struck with the wave-worn phenomena.
Yes, the anomalies that occurred after the lament, including the formation of tacit fields, etheric sea, retroact rain, and gravity loss. These are collectively called the wave-worn phenomena. And the lament was the start of it all.
As for the sugar pearl, it has been determined to be a type of oral vaccine. This sugar pearl expired over 20 years ago. The low-temperature storage life for this vaccine is about 2 years.
A 20-year-old vaccine. Could it be related to the children's epidemic in Zhengzhou 2 decades ago?
The archives in the Academy should have information on the sugar pearl. The archives here are organized in a unique way. You can start by searching the keywords at the lobby terminal.
Mr. Mortefi?
The missing pointer has been installed, and now the sundial should be complete.
So, the discs are rotatable?
Yes. Align the correct markers with the pointer we just installed, and then you should be able to open it.
The earthly branches and 4 symbols. These symbols are related to the sexagenary cycle. It's an intricate way of recording time in Huanglong. Nowadays, it is made how? What
It's the filing. Most of Huanglong's libraries and databases still use this method to organize their archives. Namely, the Grand Libraries.
Exactly. Languages may evolve.
It's an elegant system indeed.
The Academy's public archives are organized in this manner too.
I found it. Now. If I remember correctly, Zhenzhou was established during a year of the Gorges of Spirits battles and the formidable Tacit Discord. Rover, about the sugar pearl. What do you think, Rover? I've only seen our magistrate once at the appointment, but her policies have proved. Some believe that the remarkably farce Lady Changli is our magistrate's advisor and former teacher. She once held a high position in the Central Secretariat. I've also heard rumors painting her as a cunning manipulator rather than a...
Let's look back on what we've gathered so far. Our clues point to the sugar pearl. Simply put, one token can lead to multiple targets. And one target we both had a reason for meeting. The magistrate had information to share. However, her tokens contain both what she wants to tell me and what I want to ask her. Or maybe she was running out of time. That's why she could only offer us scraps of the puzzle, instead of actually putting it together. Or perhaps she's indeed a master strategist, leaving breadcrumbs for us to follow. The initial clues may simply be a test to... She needed to ensure that those who may come across these tokens without understanding their... If it were you, Yang Yang, what would you do to make sure the recipient gets what you mean?
I would emphasize my true message by repeating it.
I'm back! I'm back! Finally done with my patrol. How's it going, Rover?
Baiju said he is in great health. We made some progress in investigating.
Nothing special. A typical patrol. Well, Uncle Chang's cat climbed a tree, and on its way down, it landed on Uncle Chempi's head, causing him to take it. I received a report about someone going missing. I just logged the case and talked to the person who reported it. Oh, I also tried searching for Rover's terminal number, but it's the middle of the night. All right, I still owe you a meal. The night markets are closed. Time to hit the hay, obviously.
Do you have a place to stay, Rover?
Talk about hospitality. All right, enough chatter or the sun's gonna come up. Let's get Rover back to the city.
Get it.
Greetings, Rover. I will escort you for the time being.
Я буду рядом со всеми. Я буду рядом со всеми. Пока.
Nice pick. You won't regret choosing Alto's service.
Sanhua, good morning. 3 bowls of extra spicy noodles, please. What did I tell ya? Nothing beats a bowl of spicy noodles in the morning.
What do you say, Rover?
Looks like Bijur's locked herself in the lab again. Hasn't left since no wait. Since you're the subject of that research, we could use and with just a few tugs of the rope. I bet, oops, by the way, now that we figured out the sugar pearl and the sundial, so it only took us 1 trip to the academy to solve.
What's our next plan of action, Rover?
As for the mangosteen, we got
Mangosteens are not from Jinja. Do you think the token is guiding an ocean of stars? And you said it was flowing in a certain direction. You've never mentioned this before. The etheric sea and resonance chords in you, perhaps? It was that girl might be the key to recovering your memories. It's a site of the Trinodian War and
it's a no-go for me if you're leaving the city. My shift's coming up. Protect Rover well, and shoot me a message if you need anything, all right, Yang Yang? I believe in...
Without a doubt. We resonators can boost our combat abilities with special items. If you feel like it, head to Instructor Yan at the training camp for extra...
Yang Yang, did you hear that? Is that someone crying and wailing?
That should be the Midnight Range's training camp. Let's not worry about it, Shisia. Instructor Yan is in charge of training new...
I should try to smile more, you say?
Достигнем дальних мест вместе.
Я буду рядом со всеми, пока мы движемся к нашему будущему, оставляя прошлое позади.
Nice pick. You won't regret choosing Altos.
Почему, Колеб?
Еще один день. Достигнем дальних мест вместе.
Я буду рядом со всеми, пока мы движемся к нашему будущему, оставляя прошлое позади.
Defense at the city gate has been strengthened. It wasn't like this when we came back.
Access pass is required if you're heading to the Norfall Barrens. That place is now off limits. What is your business, young lady? It's my 3rd shift, and you're still here.
Oh, you must be the soldier on duty at noon yesterday. Nice to see you again. I'm a resonator and a trained martial artist. I can handle myself. Please, I need to go look for someone. I've promised the missing man's grandfather to bring him back. Would you let me—
Be that as it may, I cannot let you.
Well, everything seems—
That's why we must stay vigilant. So people— Besides, General Jian is currently there at the Norfall Barrens base. Dangerous as it is, he will keep an eye on every soldier, including the one you're looking for. We have already sent a report on your case. You could just go home.
Thank you, but I have already asked the patrol station for help and tried every method I could think of. Please let me through. I understand your concern. I don't want to be a bother. Would it help if I hid my presence and stayed somewhere further away? How about 5 miles? Or maybe 100? Well, 1,000 might be too far, though. I wouldn't be able to see you clearly.
Listen, nobody knows when the soldiers will return, and even if they do, you might not find the one you seek. It's a dangerous road ahead if you want to reach the front lines, and you don't even have an access pass. Your access pass has been verified. Just you two?
Thank you for your help. I really appreciate it. I intend to leave the city with them, and they have agreed. Will it be an issue for you?
Well, it says you have the highest level of access, so no procedural issues here. Honestly, he could lead an entire troop out of the city with that access pass. No one would question.
Sure.
So you're looking for the relative of a veteran?
Mm-hmm. This mango seed, it's got some fresh-looking leaves, soft, springy skin, and 8 fleshy segments fully ripened inside. It looks like a nice fruit. Oh, one more thing I forgot to mention. There's a bruise at the bottom. If you don't eat that... According to what I've gathered, Mr. Zhang Ye's grandson... Thanks to your help, I can finally leave the city to find him. Of course.
You don't look like soldiers.
I am Yang Yang, an outrider.
I'm missing the one you're looking for.
Yes. Have you seen...
I met him once. He's not official. I think a quartermaster of the rear guard. He must be in the rear guard's camp.
Thank you.
Now, if you're heading that way, on your way there, you should run into 2 detection...
Sure.
Great. I'll send the coordinates.
Похоже на новую находку. Отголоски прошлого.
Is that the beacon?
They don't...
Greetings. What might interest you here? It's dangerous.
Oh, nothing really. You see, We're just on our way.
Excuse me, about this detection beacon.
Run, everyone!
I can't move. So...
Please don't arrest us! We really had no choice.
What happened? Do you need...
The battles are getting real bad up north, and we couldn't live there anymore. Figured we have to go back. We ain't eaten in ages, and we're broke. Some of us can barely move, because then we found some expensive-looking stuff here. Now that the military's out there fighting and nobody's really using these things...
A damage detection beacon might result in a sudden TD invasion from the direction it covers. Our frontline troops would face attacks from both sides.
We ain't got the time for that. If we don't steal, we'd starve to death before the tacit discords kill us.
You shouldn't be stealing public property. Please, return the parts. There's still some distance from here to Jinzhou City. Here, you can have my flatbreads. Oh, and here's some money. This should be enough for you to reach the city.
You're giving us all of these? Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, you! Come over and say thank you before you...
It was nothing. Master once told me, the sage takes care of all men and abandons none.
Watch out!
Surrender yourself. Tough nut, ain't you?
I just helped you. Why did you attack us?
You're not feeding us all with your bread and pennies. Hand over your goods and grub, or face the consequences. We ain't messing with no kids. Don't test our patience. Just do as you're told. Don't make it tough on yourselves, or you'll be lucky to leave.
We're begging you, stop!
Why did you attack us when I already gave you food and funds? Do you have other mouths to feed, aside from what we see here?
They seem trained.
Of course we're ordinary people. We just joined the exiles recently. We done some wrongs. I tried to run from the patrollers and left the city, but dang, didn't know the battles up north were so crazy. Our new boss ran out.
Then we ran out of food and cash halfway. We ain't got the balls to rob the army. But with stuff just sitting around... Well, hey, since you're being so generous, how about you throw a little extra cash our way?
Wait. What I gave them was enough for them to make it to Jinzhou, even when they are so many. I used to travel alone when I left my master. I know how much it takes for someone to...
Hey, what's wrong with you, girlie?
Pain comes with coveting. He who knows he has enough is rich. It was...
You don't understand, girl. You don't make money very easily at a time like this. If we can't find jobs in the city, we gotta...
I came from a seclusive place, learning the ways of the world from scratch. It's been a... If you really can't find any job in the city, come to Liu Xian Tea House and ask for Jian Xin.
Fine. We'll go. Hurry, move, let's get out of here. I'm not listening to this lecture anymore.
No, I wasn't trying to... Wait. Please put that down.
Quite the sharp eye you got. Fine, here you go.
Is this the only detection beacon you messed with?
Heck yeah. The first one we were trying to steal...
Really? Then why does that one over there seem broken too?
That ain't got nothing to do with us. It's been that way for ages. Plus, we ain't ever reached it with all the...
I see. You may leave now. The military's base is not far from here. Shall...
Отголоски прошлого. Предоставь это мне. Быстро и решительно. Одно целое со звуками. Я чувствую твою слабость.
Caution is advised. Unexpected discovery.
Предоставь это мне.
Count me in. Hey, over here. Let the bullets fly.
Stay behind me.
И пробил час. Неожиданная находка.
The thorns are blocking our path. Weird. We'll have to clear them before we can reach the beacon. Oh, please be careful. They look sharp. Maybe we can find something nearby to help us deal with them.
Master Tianxing, are you all right?
This is my first time on a battlefield. It feels so different here.
I know another shipment of supplies has just arrived. I've confirmed it, but it's not nearly enough. We must reach out to the city again.
But the approval process is going to...
Tell them it's an emergency. We are working around the clock here. Any delay, I'll talk to them if you can't make them listen. Now go, go, go! Move, move! What is it? Why are we still not done distributing these? You new here? Are you back? Wait, you don't look like one of us.
I am Yang Yang, and...
Excuse me, one moment, please. Careful! This chest hold an outrider. So, you're... Oh, sorry. Have to answer that. Yes? What is it? An overclocked resonator. Understood. I'll be there. I'm sorry. The wounded soldiers are being sent back from the front lines. We need someone to escort them to the medics, but I've got to deal with the overclocked resonator.
What exactly do you need us to do?
Just make sure they are safe. The medics will take care of their wound. Thank you.
It's so busy here. It looks like
supplies, medical care.
So this is what a real war looks like.
Most people would never have the chance to witness any of this. I think this is exactly what our military strives for.
Are you all right?
I'm okay. I'm just... it's okay.
I'll go find a medic.
Like I said, it's not a big deal. No need to fix me up.
Please calm down. Your wound is still...
That's barely a scratch. You can't... That's not...
Stop squirming, will you? We're here because you... Please, hold him still for me.
Sure.
Thank you for your assistance. You must...
They look badly and...
Don't worry. They've received proper treatment now. I've heard from veterans that soldiers used to be ordinary people, not resonators. The battles were brutal even back then, with the stench of blood linked, but things have improved. Each injury represents countless tacit discord. Resonators in the Midnight Rangers are incredible warriors. Those who have to retreat from injury must have already taken out hundreds of enemies.
They are the ones keeping our people safe.
Please don't put it like that. Without your help, we couldn't... Now that they're all safe, you should go and take care of your own issue.
Thank you. May I...
The quartermaster isn't here. He's on the floor above, directing...
Rover, where are we going next?
Here are some recipes for dietary supplements.
Oh, great. You have my...
Have you confirmed the inventory? What about the spare list? Sort out the consumables as soon as possible and check our community. Ewa, deliver this list to Asher. You're not Ewa. Where is she? What do you...
Excuse me. I'm an outrider of the Midnight Rangers. This is Rover, and this is Master T.
Sure. Please excuse me. I'll join you later.
What are you doing? Oh. Please excuse me. Thought that was a grenade. Is this a mangosteen? Well, it's not a local fruit, so we can only get it through imports. But with the recent tacit discord outbreaks, currently there's only one waterway open, from Port Gunchao in the... What more do I know? The military rarely buys this.
Master Tianxing, have you found the person you're looking for?
Yes, I found Zhiyuan. We will return to the city with the logistics team. We will go find Mr. Zhang Ye to let him know he is safe. I heard you two still have other matters to attend to. When you have the time, it's my great pleasure to have met you.
Us running into Master Tianxing was a one-off incident. If the magazine indicates something about war, what is Madam Magistrate trying to convey? Have you thought of something, Rove?
I think.
So, Madam Magistrate wants to tell us about We haven't reached the front lines yet, but I can already smell the iron in the air.
General!
Follow the Qinglong to war!
Я отличу правду от лжи. Я отличу правду от лжи. Будь начеку. Не бойся. Я отличу правду от лжи. Неудержимый. Отступи для контратаки. Я отличу правду от лжи. Не бойся. Время дать отпор. Решено. Я отличу правду от лжи. Жди подходящего момента. Задник ветра! Я отличу правду от лжи. Финал! Задник ветра! Я отличу правду от лжи. Неудержимый. Не волнуйся. Я отличу правду от лжи. Задник ветра! Атака!
what's the matter? Are you all right? Oh, I was worried. You just stood there and gazed.
It felt as if I was seeing through the eyes of a tacit discord. I think I saw what was happening in the Norfall Barrens.
A woman in red who can control the tacit discords. Could it be your vision? It might be what was happening on the battlefield not far away. The battle itself is a clear sign of the streams from the Norfall Barrens feel more suffocating. Rover, something on that battlefield must be connected to you. Though we have, but I didn't hear anything. Or Rover?
According to Baja, the leaf showed residual fluctuations of tacit discords. Those fluctuations pointed to a certain set of coordinates.
And that is Teacher Village in the Central Plains. As I make myself reflect on my goals and plans, Rover, perhaps.
Я буду рядом со всеми, пока мы движемся к нашему будущему, оставляя прошлое позади.
Three.
We should get going.
Я буду рядом со всеми.
Sometimes I get a little carried away in battles. I didn't startle you, did I?
Предоставь это мне.
This must be the place. I sensed something ominous from the leaf back there, but I couldn't pinpoint its source. And now, the hatred and pain is so strong in this place. I don't even need to concentrate to feel it. Rover, something terrible must have happened here. We have to be cautious. This is a tacit field. Let's take out those tacit discords first.
Guide my blade.
Быстро и решительно.
Stay behind me. Frostwind, guide my blade. Upswing.
Быстро и решительно. Предоставь это мне. Одно целое со звуками.
Lotus Parade. Guide my blade. Stay behind me. Cycle of course. Guide my blade. Judgment. Harmonize. Stay behind me. Frozen blockade.
I think I found something, Rover. Ritualistic wooden plaques. But why are they here? They seem to belong to a different... I remember reading about something like this. People held large-scale ancient rituals.
I see.
Watch out. Something's not right. Why wouldn't it attack us?
Brother. Help. Help, brother. Brother. Help. 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 Help.
It seems to only repeat these lines. This is not a common tacit discord. Tacit discords attack other living beings because they need to feed on those frequencies to make themselves whole again. When frequencies are scattered and recombined, this one probably devoured turning the last bits of a human's consciousness into such monotonous mumbles. I'm sorry. No, that's beyond my ability. I just sensed some complex feelings from it. A mixed rover? I think I know what's going on here. It seems to be begging for help, but it's not asking us to help it. I can sense the pained cries of this tacit discord. No, the cries of the village is crying. Wait, something truly awful must have happened here. And based on the evidence we've found and the condition of these ruins, that did perhaps the tacit field has kept this village from being discovered. Or maybe someone has been intentionally concealing it. There must be something we can do. We may find the victims nearby. I'll inform Chuzia about what happened here. Can we? Sorry. I know it doesn't sound very convincing. Thank you, Rover. As for the little one here, The area is a mess, but it doesn't look like a war zone. Someone was hurt. Look, there are many footprints. Someone was... These cards... Ah, I see. The Fraccidus is likely behind it all.
The Fraccidus?
Yes. I don't know much about the Fraccidus, but as an outrider, I've worked on related cases. It's a group of extremists obsessed with fusing humans with tacit discords. They've caused terror attacks of various scales around the world.
Fusing humans and tacit discords.
We've seen signs of their presence in Jinzhou, left by lower-ranked members called artificers. Above the artificers are the overseers, leaders with eerie abilities and unknown intentions. They pose a far bigger threat. No one knows their true intentions. Some members speak of world destruction, while others claim they seek eternal power. And there is one particularly insane overseer. He's crazy even by Fraccidus standards. A man who sees no order and revels in destruction. I've seen similar cards in the physical evidence file of the Fraccidus-related cases. They belong to this one overseer I'm talking about. They call him Scar. If he's responsible for what happened to these villagers, who knows what kind of cruel and twisted atrocities he's capable of. Huh?
Guess you won't need my self-introduction. Oh, I spent so much time on it. If you need to hear it from me, then yes, I am Scar. Cruel and twisted maniac. We deserve a meeting free of such disturbances, don't you agree? The girl, she's gonna sway your judgment. Aw, so you really care about her. Don't worry. I don't plan to make you hate me just yet. She is safe now. Well, let's just enjoy our time together for the moment. Forget about that irrelevant person, will you? I have a lot to share with you. To begin with, I heard you've lost your memories. Indeed. I'll tell you then. Before you knew anything about this world, you were already the center of conflict. You are the unknown variable we've been waiting for. Forces have been fighting for possession over you. From the moment you opened your eyes, everyone you've met, including that girl you care so much about, they all knew how valuable you are. The world is a cruel place. You are a living, breathing person, but you're just a pawn to many. That's why I'm here, because I see you as a dear friend, and I want to tell you the truth. am so sorry for everything you're about to face. But truth hurts sometimes. You could say I'm looking forward to your choice. My goal is simple. I just want to deepen our mutual understanding, nothing more. Come on. Observe the surroundings a little more and tell me what you see. As you learn more about this world, your true desires will surface, and our little game will become even more entertaining. And before that, I don't want anyone to disturb my precious alone time with you. That's all. Why do you have to assume we are the culprits? Maybe you should be asking me what actually happened here. I won't tell you everything just yet. That's too boring. As I said, why don't you take a look around and see for yourself? So go ahead. What do you see? Bravo! Didn't think you'd catch on to that. Now, what is the conclusion you've drawn? I see you don't really trust those villagers. So they were right about you. You are indeed quite exceptional. I like it. Your keen observation, precise judgment, and accurate understanding of human nature. Let me give you a couple more tips. The truth is far more complicated than you think. First, who are the players in our tale? An innocent girl, a revered leader, and a flock of simple villagers. Next, what makes up our main plot? False devotion, fleeting kindness, collective deceit, senseless killings, and the one vulnerable soul pushed onto a path of destruction by the masses. Now, Rover, the story is yours to spin. I'm eager to hear your version after you've learned more. Our story begins here. Once upon a time, in a peaceful village, lived a flock of carefree lambs. In the day, they toiled for food, and when evening fell, they sought refuge from the looming threat of wolf fables. Stories told and retold through the ages. The ancient art of conveying hidden truths through fiction. But they always draw from real life, don't they? The same story gets told by many, and each person brings their own spin, their own focus. Whatever you learn from it is just one of countless different like us now. Caught in a carefully crafted... This village marks the beginning of my story with Jinzhou. So that magistrate led you here to meet me. Such a clever... Huh? What is it? Are you back? No. Oh, and don't try to threaten me. You don't want to disappoint me so soon, Rover. Come on. I see you're itching for a fight. Strike now and risk being crippled. After all this effort, do you truly... One day, a shepherd visited the village. The shepherd brought them promises of abundance and protection. The lambs, no, quite the opposite. The shepherd's arrival is only the beginning. With a wave of his hand, the shepherd could grant their every wish. His flock obeyed, bowing their heads, pleading for better food and shelter. They no longer had to struggle for survival, as their once meager lives were replaced with endless luxury. The flock worshipped their shepherd-turned-god, praising him and holding him in the highest regard. What's wrong? Does my story make you... Imagine you were one of those lambs, facing irresistible temptation and pressure from your peers. Wouldn't you bow down and beg? Oh, so we agree already. You are right, but the world we live in falls short of our ideals. The shepherd still reigns. It's up to the two of us. The lambs reveled in endless bonfire parties, celebrating their new god every night. Except the one little black lamb. As each night passed, it was the only one to notice how its flock was dwindling away. Rover, do you think someone would give you what you want with... I once believed that too. Thought as long as I paid a high enough price, I could get my desired outcome. But true equality is scarce. Always has been. The world was never a fair place. Wouldn't you agree? To receive equal retribution, one must give more, and more, and more. When every wish comes with a hefty price, people weigh their options carefully. When they can make someone else bear the price, they all rush to make more wishes. They don't consider they too may one day pay for another's selfish desire. Funny, isn't it? Later, the shepherd openly blamed the black lamb for the flock's decline. On the next day, the white lambs welcomed the rising sun as usual. But the black lamb was nowhere to be found. The shepherd introduced an unspoken rule to this village. One that our black lamb violated by telling the truth. Suddenly, the once doting god stopped fulfilling wishes, because no more sacrifices were being made. After witnessing the Black Lamb's actions and hearing from their almighty shepherd, What do you suppose the white lambs did? Ah, those oblivious lambs. Little did they know the most fearsome demon was right under their noses. Well done. You didn't let any details slip. Now, I wonder, what is your takeaway from this story? Answer me and I'll reveal the truth of what happened. Who was the real culprit behind the diminishing number of lambs? Indeed, the direct culprit was the shepherd. He held all the power, fulfilling wishes at a price. Unfortunately, in the face of such temptation, they disregarded all the hidden risks. As if they were given another chance, I believe they accepted their fate and paid the price when their time came. Now, my second question. What price did the lambs pay for their wishes? Of course, as always, life was the most valuable thing they had to offer. Here's my final. Don't rush, Rover. Take your time. What is the truth you...
The shepherd was granting wishes by sacrificing the lives of lambs. The flock never found out about it. They were deceived to believe the black lamb was the culprit.
Almost there, Rover. Little lambs cowered and huddled in their village, terrified of the relentless wolf packs. Until a shepherd arrived, bearing the gift of wishes and providing shelter and sustenance. Slowly, the shepherd gained control over the flock, and the lambs lived contented lives. But this is not the end of our story. The shepherd found the solitary black lamb in his flock and offered to grant any wish it desired. In exchange, he wanted one of its companions as a sacrifice. The black lamb refused, and it was shunned by its flock, left without shelter or sustenance. After the black lamb's exile, more lambs continued to vanish. The shepherd then blamed the black lamb for breaking the rules and withheld his wish-granting power as punishment. From the very beginning, the lambs knew the risk of making wishes. They too could become sacrifices for those of others. But they always believed it wouldn't be them. Meanwhile, some lambs reasoned that since they had already risked being sacrificed for someone else's wish, it was then only fair to pass on that risk for a chance at fulfilling their own desires. And so they continued to play the game. They all knew the consequences, but chose to remain silent. Fearful, yet greedy, they followed the shepherd's orders and made wishes again and again, until one day, a brave black lamb spoke up, shattering the flock's facade, their illusion of a peaceful and happy life. Black Lamb got in their way, and that of the shepherd's greedy pursuit, sparking hatred in their hearts. Suddenly, they could no longer ignore the blood and ashes of past sacrifices littering the ground. How do you like my story, Rover? What really happened here? I suppose you already have it figured out? The Black Lamb who rebelled against the rules, and the White Lambs who succumbed to their greed. The innocent maidens sacrificed, and the villagers who turned on each other in a ruthless frenzy. They had it coming. All the shepherd had to do was execute the rebel. That's how he kept the flock. Fun answer, but no. Not even close. I was never the shepherd. Never will be. You and I, we... Well then, let's see if this Black Lamb... Welcome to the realm of endless chaos. Now is your time to think, Rover. What is the right path to take? Oh, you found us already. Shake and shiver, blink an eye. A flock of lambs comes passing by. Fleece of white, black, and red. Who's the sweetest one ahead?
Extinguish.
Watch out, my dear. Your pioneers are lying at your feet. Don't look back. Join them on this right path, and I've got a scorchingly delightful welcome for you up ahead. Don't rush. One slip, and you'll shatter to pieces.
The hunt is on. Upswing. Gotta be careful. Again.
Одно целое со звуками. Одно целое со звуками.
Such speed! Such brutality! Can't you see? We are kindred spirits after all. Tell me, do you want to be the rule-setting shepherd or the rule-breaking Black Lamb? If a sane person manages to survive in a realm of lunatics, would you call them the last one of reason? Or the sole apostle? Think about it. The shepherd is not the preordained embodiment of truth. Once he is gone for good, the Black Lab can reclaim the trust of its herd. Then, eventually, there will be none left to be victims or oppressors!
Момент резонанса.
Cycle of courage.
Rover!
Such a pesky girl.
Быстро и решительно.
Rover? Rover! I shattered Scar's illusion. That should have injured him.
Oh! Should I thank you for showing me mercy?
Stay away from him!
Didn't you promise to leave me some alone time with Rover?
With one condition. I do hope you haven't let that slip from your mind. Don't let your improvisation trouble others.
Look at you, rushing in to protect your precious, perfect movement. No worries. I know all the do's and don'ts. I don't need you to tell me what to do. Rover, it seems our happy little date must come to an end. But don't forget my sincere reminders. Let me know what you choose. An unexpected gift? An honest and open exchange? Or a highly risky gamble? The choice is yours. I know how smart you are. You won't make a hasty decision. We'll meet again in the not-too-distant future.
They're gone. Should we go after them? Scar's resonance abilities appear to involve teleportation and the manipulation of space. It took me some time to break that barrier. Sorry, Rover. If only I could have reached you sooner. Huh? Why are you here, little one? I've never seen any tacit discord display such vivid emotions. The brother had mentioned. Could it be? Yes, that is a possibility. Let's talk about it later. Rover, can you fill me in on what happened? It seems all the tragedies in Tea Village were linked to that ritual. Making up stories based on real life to support his twisted beliefs, we cannot take his words for granted. Now, we must locate where the ritual took place and see for ourselves. What's the matter? Two distinct frequencies of tacit discords. I see. I can feel it in the streams. Over there. Follow me.
In the south.
They are unharmed. Please rest assured. As you anticipated, Scar did not try to kill them. Is everything all right? Please be sure to stay safe, my lady.
Rover, do you still have the plaque we found earlier? The one broken in half? Yes, as I thought. I just felt a similar vibration from that direction. Please follow me.
It's the missing half. We can piece them together now.
Ветер направит меня.
Look. I can't believe it. There is happening down here. How? That tree. It's... Please, save... Are you trying to tell us that... Where did it go? That girl just wanted those sacrifice. I guess the tacit discord we saw. Please, it's getting a bit. Sorry, Rover. The air was heavy in that place. But the villagers were a complex mix of emotions. Hope. What was the diary's owner longing for? Was it the peace? My apologies. I got lost. I wish I could say such tragedies won't happen. I still lack the... It was tragedies like this that made me want to become an outrider. To become some... I cannot stop the lament. Really? Dwelling on it won't do us any good. Let's go. Yes.